Alrighty. Boy, I had to try to click that 3 times. I really thought I switched that too. Whoopsie. We're good now. We're good now. Hello, everybody. I've moved it. I've been meaning to do this on Fridays now because I feel like it would be a nice, just like, actually really chill way to spend a Friday afternoon of just being a You know what? Maybe I need to be more willing to just kind of exist as a dinosaur in the space and not be worried about being around other people sometimes. We're just gonna be a dinosaur and we're gonna chill out. And I'm gonna talk about dinosaurs because we're right now we're hovering over my favorite ceratopsid. Welcome to the stream, everyone. I'm your host, Isaac MCCanary. And I like dinosaurs. I have studied dinosaurs and I draw dinosaurs. And we're playing Path of Titans because I think instead of doing it for 4 hours, doing it for just like a couple hours is probably a lot better for me. And I'm sorry I just gave everybody dinosaur butt. Sorry, I just gave everybody dinosaur butt. Now, this is interesting. This is my... Just seemed like my, What is with my sensitivity right now? Oh, hello. No. No. Nope, time to leave. Goodbye. Sorry. Goodbye. Goodbye. Leaving time. We're gonna leave for a second, everybody. Because I'm sure... I bet they were like, who the fuck are you? Surprise. Did they change the camera? It feels like they changed the camera. It feels like I'm more zoomed in than I usually am, which might not be a bad thing, actually. I might not mind that so much. I just... feels like something changed. Feels like something's a little bit different. It's not inherently a bad thing. I just definitely feel like I'm a lot more zoomed in than I used to be. And I don't know... It also feels like the mouse sensitivity is a little bit different. Just like slightly. Just like slightly. Feels like the sensitivity's a little bit higher, which I'm gonna have to take a moment to get used to. Well, I'm gonna have to listen for a second, though. Alright. Wait. Huh? Hmm? Huh? Excuse me? Oh, maybe I got... Did I get flowers? Maybe I did. Maybe I do start eating flowers. I couldn't remember if I did. I did get this one. I do prefer this one. But we're just gonna be switching on some stuff. Switching between some stuff. Whatever happens, happens. This is what it's like to be a dinosaur. I have to remember what it's like to be a dinosaur. I have to remember the themes of my favorite Disney movie, Dinosaur. Those themes are as follows. Sex and death. That's what Dinosaur is about. The Disney film Dinosaur. The day I watched Dinosaur and learned that that was arguably the main theming of that movie, I was like, oh, I just liked this because I was a kid. To be fair, it is a kid's movie, so. And it's quite entertaining for a kid's movie as far as, like, being a movie about dinosaurs. It is very entertaining. Oh boy, this is risky. This is very risky. Why do I feel like I'm... Like a tiny you. I thought I heard something. I No, we're good. Maybe it was my own fucking footsteps. Maybe I think they changed the footsteps too a little bit, because I don't remember being able to hear him. Then again, I did up my volume just like a tad. Just like a tad. I just was like, I feel like I hear something suspicious. I hear something suspicious. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to get to water. Then if I can, I'll try to talk about Styracosaurus, but I feel like I might not get a chance to... You know what? I might not get a chance to talk about Styracosaurus, aside from my own memory. There's a Rex. I heard the Rex, but I don't know where he went. Alright, now I need to start going this way. I need water. The problem is I need water. And there's like a couple of locations that I know of that are really, really okay. That are relatively okay, at least, anyways. I'm hoping I could get to one of those locations and be able to snag some water real fast, because, noted, no facts, no dinosaur facts when we're in the danger zone, which is being around the plains. Especially the plains. The Grand Plains are just the PvP zone, so I just gotta be ready to fight. I gotta be ready to fight. Guys, I'm in danger. Guys, I'm in danger. I'm also very thirsty. Okay. Start heading towards... So there's an island there. If that island is relatively clear, there's an area that I can go that's usually pretty safe for dinosaurs to drink at. Relatively speaking. It depends on how active it is over at the plains, and it's always active near the plains. It's always active in the plains. And this I gotta remember, if I die, I die. I die, I die. That's nature, baby. And I can't get better at the fight or the flight if I don't lose a couple eggs. Hey, I've been on the opposite side. I've been on many a hunt that weren't successful, so sometimes you gotta risk the bisque. No, I mean, damn it, had a feeling. What do you want? Oh, fuck. Gotcha. Nice try, Capro. Oh, shit. Oh, God. I really need to get out of here. Just need to get enough water to get the fuck out. But I need to leave. Woo! Okay, good. That was close. Woo! Good start. Great start. Okay. I think that's the first victory I've had as a fucking herbivore, and I don't know why that Competitor just went straight into the fucking water, but I'll take it. Now here's the thing. I need to just keep running, no matter what. I just need to run. I need to leave. Woo! That was fucking close, though. Oh my god. Called it, didn't I? I fucking called it, didn't I? Woo! That's actually my first victory as an herbivore, though. I've never won as an herbivore before. Oh my god. Nice try, guy. I fucked that Capro up, though. He wasn't ready for the horns. Oh my god, that also makes me feel better. I was really like, man, I feel like I've been on kind of a downturn. I was on a downturn with this game for a while, a little bit as far as like gameplay wise, just being like, man, I keep on getting killed, which does get to me after a while. Even though I know Circle of Life, it doesn't feel good to die all the time. But you know, now if I die, who cares? Oh my god. Anyways, Styracosaurus. All I know about Styracosaurus is it's from America. From America, and it's late Cretaceous. That I actually did not know. It's mid-late Cretaceous. It's the halfway point in the Cretaceous period, which means it's a pretty late... It appears pretty late in the fossil record as far as dinosaurs are concerned. Though... People, including me, forget that the Cretaceous is twice as long as the Triassic as far as what we have dated. The Cretaceous is a big period of time. It's longer than the Jurassic, and it's longer than the and it's twice as long as the Triassic. Like, it's a long period of time. It does mean that ceratopsians, though, did start... It makes sense, though, when it appeared, because I feel like early ceratopsids were kind of on the small side and were near the mid to early... They started appearing around the mid-Cretaceous, and this is like about a medium-sized ceratopsid, and then the biggest ceratopsids didn't appear until the end, things like Torvosaurus and Triceratops, stuff like that. Pachyrhinosaurus and stuff. Actually, I don't know when Pachyrhinosaurus appeared. That might have been mid to late. Spiked lizard. Yep, that seems about right. I just love, as far as like ceratopsids go, again, I like all the weird dinosaurs that are weird because they seem to have features that are not just the biggest, but usually the most bizarre. So for example, with Styracosaurus, Styracosaurus has a fairly small frill. They're not much bigger than like a cow. They're big. They're big animals. They're bigger than a cow, but not much bigger than a cow. They're kind of small for a ceratopsid. And then they got the big horns. The big horn in the middle, too. The big unicorn horn is really, really cool. I've always liked that about Styracosaurus. Let's see. It's from the Campananian stage. 5th of 6 stages, so it's in the 5th. It's in the 5th, 6th. It's in the 5th, 6th of the Cretaceous, so not late, quite late Cretaceous, but the start of the late Cretaceous. Ooh, where was it found is the question. Where was it found? How much fossil evidence do we have of it? Yeah, Chasmosaurian versus Camptosaurian. Man, I forgot about Camptosaurus. Sometimes you just forget that a dinosaur exists, because there's so fucking many of them. Sometimes you just forget that there are dinosaurs that did exist. Let's see, where was it discovered? First Styracosaurus was found in Alberta, Canada. Does it say in the and today it's known as Dinosaur Provincial Park. I don't know how to pronounce that. But can I get some stratigraphy? Can I get some stratigraphic info? Oh boy, did they change nights? It feels like nights are really dark now. Maybe I'm just, or maybe it's because I'm just inside of this kind of wooded area. That was also exciting. God damn, I I kicked that fucking Capro's ass though. I wasn't even expecting it. I was like, oh shit. See, this is why you get to a certain point in this game where you're just like, I know I'm not safe. I actually kind of have to like slow down so that way I can hear things aside from my own fucking footprints. My own fucking footsteps. I wonder if they had a pretty big update. It feels like they had a bigger update recently. I don't know. Something about this feels different. Yeah, that's not too bad. Go see if there's anything. Go see if there's anything happening. I'm pretty close to a game trail, so I should probably get away from that. I want to know. I saw that Concavenator jump straight into the water, and I just want to know what the hell it was doing. It was funny. It was funny to watch, actually. I have no idea what he was doing. Hey, man. That also proves something... Sorry. Thought I saw something sussy. That also proves something that I wasn't sure was a thing. I wasn't 100% confident, but I had a feeling. If you're sub-adult, you're at least competitive. You don't have to be full grown to be able to survive, and I like that. That's a good thing about this game. I don't know what the exact stat trade-off is, but there's probably at least a little bit of a stat trade-off between being a full adult and a sub-adult. But it's tangibly intangible. The way the I'm gonna save that. Hold on. What I mean by tangibly intangible is that whatever being a sub-adult does gives you enough of an edge that you can fight without having to be full-grown. So it either is affecting something that makes it a little bit easier or a little bit more viable to fight, that will give you as a player an edge, or being a sub-adult really just doesn't matter. That or being a sub-adult really does not affect your stats, which I think is also fine. I think that's probably a good thing. Because I could imagine that being... I could imagine... being anything but full-grown, or anything but sub-adult would affect, like, your max health and stuff, but that seems to affect your stamina and your speed more than anything else, which I think is the best trade-off for that. And then sub-adult is you're just kind of smaller than an adult, so I wouldn't be surprised if you do have any debuffs, or like any sort of like... If you do have any stat cuts, they're not major. Hello, Spinosaurus. Saw him. Oh, there's another. That might be the Rex and Spinosaurus I saw earlier, actually. They're friends. They're friends. Sorry, a little on edge. As one should be when they're waltzing around as a Styracosaurus or any herbivore in the portion of the map that I'm at. I find it marginally safer to be an herbivore near the other lake, but only marginally. I should ever look up, there's like some kind of like suggested migration paths, and what I should do is just do migration paths, so that way I'm not constantly going into a meat grinder. And I could take a break, and I could go to someplace else, and that's fine. What's funny is that is, in a certain sense, the definition of a walking simulator. I get it. That's the definition of a walking simulator, but that's part of the fun for me, is, I don't know, I just want to be a dinosaur. I just want to be a dinosaur. Sometimes a game, I can just enjoy it for the act of being. God. That said, I was doing a little bit more research on this particular... That was scary. I was doing some more research on this particular server, though, and technically, rules as written, herbivores should get some protection for winning a fight. Like, they also do get body down protections, so anybody who breaks that... Another one that I saw is people can't intentionally start attacking a target after a fight is done, after body has gone down either. That I looked up and I was like, oh shit, then I shouldn't have died that one time. So I'll make sure to keep an eye on that stuff. Granted, I also maintain that I should be a little bit more cognizant of things like my positioning and stuff. Right now, I'm free game, I understand that. This is a dangerous place to be. I have died here many times, and it's a pretty high... It's a pretty high, traffic? Pretty high traffic zone is the thing. And I think what I'm gonna do from now on is to keep it interesting. I will always be moving from one point to the other. I won't stay in a single area anymore, as I get used to the game anyways, so that way that way we have like some downtime, so that way I can actually talk about dinosaurs and stuff, because that's something I want to do while we're on the stream, is if I'm playing a dinosaur, I want to talk about it. And I can't really talk about a dinosaur right now, because I need to not die. At least you need to try not to die. Part of me is curious, the other part of me is, that's death. I don't want to die. I gotta do things that don't kill me. Here comes the Dinosuchus to grab me. Good. You know what? No. It's survival. I'm not scared. That was me being scared. If I die, I die. The whole reason why I'm around this area is to see other players, and to also risk dying. What's the point? Got full health. I'll leave if I'm like nearly about to die. That's the thing. Stealth Ceratops, Stealth Ceratops, I'm a Styracosaurus. I'm just a bush, a very prickly bush. I saw this playing Metal Gear Solid 3. That's an NPC. The big NPC, too. I need to be careful. He might actually be a threat. He is. Come on. Well, that's bad. What? Why can't I sprint, game? Oh, Jesus. He is kind of kicking my ass. There we go. Okay, I need to find a bush to hide in. God, I hate those NPCs, though. They're so big, and they're actually kind of scary. Love it, but I don't think I have a choice. I need to at least get rid of the bleed, and then I need to run as fast as I can, because this is a dangerous place to be. Okay. Okay, now we leave. I need someplace else to be. Oh my god, what the hell was that actually? I think that was a Suchomimus? Oh well, I gotta leave. I'm in danger. Oh my god. At least he didn't try to kill me like I thought he was going to. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna go hide someplace. I feel like there's hardly ever anybody here. I don't feel like I ever see anybody in this area. And I only want to stay here until I can heal. That's the main thing. Just gonna hide for a sec while I heal. Now, where the hell did they find this thing? That's the problem. Discovery. Found in Alabama, the area known as Dinosaur Provincial Park. The formation now called Dinosaur Park Formation. That's so unhelpful. The Belly River Group. God. I think that's so unhelpful because you can't just name a place the place where dinosaurs come from, because dinosaurs come from everywhere. It's literally known as the Dinosaur Park Formation. I do know it's a part of the Judith River Group, though. I did know that. Let's see. Oh, they've got a biostratigraphy section in on this place. Of course they would. It's literally called Dinosaur Park Formation. They better have biostratigraphy. So what biostratigraphy is a plotting of fossils. It is a plotting of fossils on a time scale to stratigraphically place fossils at different times to know when you are in geological history. It is like geological stratification, but specifically for studying biota, which means that there's enough material, I guess aptly named Dinosaur Park Formation, of dinosaur material that comes out of that fossil bed, out of that geological formation, that they're able to do biostratigraphy based on the vertebrates that are coming out of that formation, which is actually really cool. I did not know that. That's pretty cool. But specifically, biostratigraphy is doing stratigraphic geology through the use of biological material, through fossil material and fossil evidence. That is specifically what biostratigraphy is. It's age dating based on the bones. It's reading the bones, essentially. And it's got a pretty diverse one, honestly. It's got 3 species of Chasmosaurus. Interesting. Now this is interesting, which means that there is obviously incomplete fossil material to imply that we still don't know this. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this chart and going down it. You've got Edmontonia and Euplocephalus. And what this biostratigraphy means is that the stratification of fossils in the dinosaur formation part, or dinosaur park formation, is so dense that you can actually see a start or you can see a relative start and end to a genus and species accurately enough that you can to a degree of error be able to judge where you are in geological history based on the animals you are seeing. Because the way that biostratigraphy really works is anytime if you see an animal overlap with another animal, you know you're in some kind of like period of time, right? And then when you have an extinction event of one animal and another animal continues, you can kind of gauge which ones are newer, which ones are older, and then gain a like kind of perspective on where you are based on what you see in the geological time, what animals were around. And you'll know you're at a different time when you start seeing some and stop seeing others. That's the basics of biostratigraphy. And it's just one form of stratigraphy. There's all sorts of kinds of stratigraphy to be able to help you gauge geological time. But biostratigraphy is actually one of the better ones. It's one of the best ones. Because extinction is such a... Mass extinction is not the same as extinction. This is an important thing to remember. Mass extinction is when you have a sudden stop in, across the board, all at the same time, several, above 50% of all known biota, vertebrate, non-vertebrate, any biota, any life matter, any species, anything alive suddenly stop appearing in the fossil record all at the same time. That's a mass extinction. However, biostratigraphy requires extinction to exist because it means that an extinction event does not mean that that animal doesn't exist anymore. The extinction event just means that specifically that animal no longer exists before. That's all it means. And that's the important thing for biostratigraphy, is biostratigraphy would not work if extinction wasn't a common natural process. And it is. It's a common natural process, because natural extinction, normal extinction, just means that it's a replacement event, essentially. Two animals might live at the same time, and then eventually one of them outlives the other one. That's it. That's all that usually means, and that's how biostratigraphy has any value, is that biostratigraphy works because you can see a group of animals slowly change over time and exhibit those extinction events over time. There's a big snake. So for example, I was looking at this, that means that there might be some missing fossil record evidence, or just based on the evidence they have here, because based on biology, this can't happen. I was looking through this. They have a Chasmosaurus, followed by they have a Chasmosaurus russelli, followed by a Chasmosaurus canadensis, and then a Chasmosaurus belleli with a gap there. But that's fine. That's whatever. Oh my god, another one. Okay, I'm just gonna run from this one, and this one's even bigger, so fuck that. I don't want to fight another one of these guys. They're annoying. Should be good. Ow! Took a real chunk out. So we have groups of Chasmosaurus, and then you have belly overlaps with Albertensis, Styracosaurus albertensis, which comes a little bit later. Which might be the main Styracosaurus we know. That's just one genus of that's just one species of Styracosaurus that we know, that we've discovered, and that we've classified. This is why it's important that to remember that a lot of dinosaurs really are just kind of known by their genuses. Like, their speciation over time dictates that even a genus can have multiple species and have those species extinct over time. Oftentimes, speciation can overlap a little bit, but sometimes they just lead into each other. You just see an extinction of one species go into the other one. Like, that's also pretty normal and natural too, for change over time. But we have an overlap of Chasmosaurus and Chasmosaurus belli and Styracosaurus albertensis. Oh, these are mushrooms. Fuck, I thought these were flowers. Nope. No, these are flowers. Well, made it. And then you have a gap here. So you have a gap for, I don't know what the age dating scale is here. Oh, here it is. You have a gap for about 7 million years where Chasmosaurus disappears just entirely, it seems, stratigraphically, and then it comes back as Inverness. And then we have CF Achelosaurus, which I don't know if that's a Achelosaurus. Yeah, I don't know what that is. So we have a gap there. You have a gap in the fossil record, and that could mean one of two things. It could either mean one, we're missing either fossil evidence to know when Belli or Inverness was in that time period. There's just no evidence of it, so maybe Chasmosaurus just didn't live in that area of the formation for that period of time, but that's hard to believe for 7 million years, at least as far as I could understand. It's pretty rough. But what it doesn't mean is that it, like, Chasmosaurus re-evolved into there. That period of time, Chasmosaurus, the genus, still had to exist somewhere for some period of time to be reintroduced into that environment. So, no matter what that gap means in either sense is either A, we need to find more evidence of fossil evidence of Chasmosaurus, of what version of what species of Chasmosaurus would have existed at that time period, or we need to find evidence of Chasmosaurus disappear. What would have blocked Chasmosaurus from being able to live in that environment for that period of time? Which is interesting because, stratigraphically speaking, also Styracosaurus overlaps with Belli, but then immediately, seemingly in Dinosaur Park formation, seems to cease to exist as soon as Irvinensis reappears. So there's maybe there might be some evidence, at least, that maybe Styracosaurus outcompeted Chasmosaurus of that area for a good 7 million years. It's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I did not know that. And maybe that once Styracosaurus went extinct for whatever reason, something happened, and then Styracosaurus stopped appearing in the fossil record about 50 million years ago. And then Chasmosaurus reintroduced, and it took over that niche again. So that is what is also important to being able to study biostratigraphy. It gives you a sense of the range of period in which an animal is living in a little bit. It gives you an idea of what kind of range those animals persisted in. So yeah, I just straight up didn't know that, and this is why this is really cool. This is actually a really cool thing that Wiki did, and if I could find like maybe credit and see a little bit more of a breakdown or more research on the biostratigraphy of Dinosaur Park formation, which I do still think is a pretty bad name. Hey, I still want to maintain Dinosaur Park formation is a bad name for a formation. Listen, it's just not that every formation is descriptive, but it certainly is the least descriptive it could be. Like, I don't know. Hell's Creek formation at least gives me an idea of, like, oh, that's like a location. Dinosaur Park isn't really a location, I guess, because there's a lot of places that are like Dinosaur National Monument, Dinosaur Park. I'm sure there's places all around the world that are just Dinosaur Park in their fucking world, like, they're to them. Like, it's not a very descriptive name. Who knows? Maybe I'm full of shit. But to me, Dinosaur Park formation is a pretty bad name for a formation. And that's the thing that I think kills me about it, is that is probably the official name of the geological formation. It is called Dinosaur Park formation. For some reason, it's icky. It's just a bad, because it doesn't describe anything. It doesn't sound like a location to me. It's too generic. Granted, I guess technically Dinosaur National Monument is a descriptor too and is a location. But I feel like Dinosaur National Monument is like describing a part of the formation that it's in, right? Like it is a thing that is found in, I believe, I actually don't, it's not Devil's Creek. I think that's Cretaceous. What formation is Dinosaur National Monument? I know it's in Colorado and I know it's Jurassic in age. Those are the things that I know. It is, yeah, it's part of the Cedar Mountain Formation. The Cedar Mountain Formation is a thing that contains the Dinosaur National Monument. Because the Dinosaur National Monument is a specific fossil. It is technically one fossil. Well, it's a fossil specimen, I guess is what I should say. The fossil specimen composed of the bodies of hundreds of individuals of different animals, primarily Allosaurus, Deinonychus. What the fuck? Park contains over 800 paleontological sites. It has fossils of dinosaurs including Allosaurus, Deinonychus, Abdrosaurus, and various sauropods. Now here's what kills me about that. Deinonychus. Wait, what is this fucking form? Okay. The Morrison Formation. Jurassic. It's not Jurassic Deinonychus. What the hell am I reading? That's not. What the fuck? This might be a wiki moment. I'm gonna look up a more official, like, what formation is it in, because that. Hey Wiki, you might be wrong on this one. Hey Wiki, I think you're wrong on this one. I need a citation on that Deinonychus stat, because that doesn't make sense. Hey, remember what we were talking about biostratigraphy? This is why biostratigraphy is important. I know that the Morrison Formation is a Jurassic dated formation. Dinosaurs that come out of the Morrison Formation are Jurassic dinosaurs, and it is known that they are Jurassic dinosaurs. You do not find Cretaceous dinosaurs in the Morrison Formation, as far as I know. Deinonychus is a mid-Jurassic dinosaur, or is a mid-Cretaceous dinosaur. It is not a Jurassic dinosaur. So I think this is Wikipedia. I think this is a Wikipedia thing, which, fair enough, I'm looking at Wikipedia, so I need to find better sources, and that means I need to do more research. I need to do more research. There's an inconsistency here that makes me go, that's wrong. That's wrong. I'm in danger. I'm in danger. Boy, Styracosaurus seems to go through water post-haste. I feel like I've had to drink 3 times already. Oh, I have a dumb idea. Guys, I have to do the dinosaur version of hydrate, man. Every time my dinosaur drinks, I have to drink water. Hey, it would be more realistic. I can't just watch. Sure, it'd mean people would get the chance to get the drop on me, but, I mean, that's how drinking works. Okay, we're good. We're good. You know, if my dinosaur has to drink this often, I need to drink this often. That's the real answer. That's the real truth of the matter. I should drink as often as my dinosaur needs to drink. That is a genuine thing I should probably do. Kind of curious. Something's going on over here. I'm gonna be in danger. I know there's at least a Spinosaurus and a Tyrannosaurus. And I know there's a Suchomimus as well somewhere that they might be fighting. Go forth, my steed. What is happening over there? Curiosity gonna kill the cat. I have to know now. You know, I'm glad I did this today. All I want to do is be a dinosaur, chill out as a dinosaur, occasionally get my heart palpitations up as a dinosaur, and talk about dinosaurs. That's all I want to do. That's all I want to do with this game about being a dinosaur. I want to talk about dinosaurs. I do want to look into that, though. I think somebody fucked up. Misinformation? On my Wikipedia? I definitely need to see the source on why they said Deinonychus, and I don't think it's gonna be a reliable source, because, that shit quite literally stinks. I'm nervous, I want to know what's over here, but I'm also probably gonna put a big target on my head. I know there's commonly a lot of carnivores around here. I've died here many times. Might die here now. That T-Rex and that Spinosaurus. They might be coming my way. You know what? Live dangerously. Like another Spinosaurus and another Tyrannosaurus. It's there. It's like a couple looks like a couple Dimetrodon. Never in a million. Oh, there's an Alverasaurus. Oops. Oh, Jesus. They opened that. What the hell is happening? Oh! Oh! Friend. I love Averasaurs. Look at the chicken! Look at the chicken! I have a chicken friend! Aw, this is adorable. This is precious. I love this. I just want to keep company. I do feel like I'm in danger. Especially with them there. This is something that I would maybe send this guy a friend request. I usually leave it to anyone else. Because I don't actually know how to, like, look people up locally or anything. I don't know how to, like, how you know anyone's name. I'm sure there's a way, but... what is happening? There is the Deinonychus. I saw the Deinonychus attacking one of the bigger guys. Oh, there's a raptor pack. Oh, there's a raptor pack. This is dangerous, but I do want to watch. You don't get to see raptor packs often, and they're always fun. I've been in a raptor pack. They're really cool. God, this is stupid. I hate being this close to everything. Don't look at me, T-Rex. I want to watch the Raptor Pack. I want to watch the Raptor Pack too. Oh, there's a Capro. Boy, it is active over here. I feel like I'm gonna die any second now. You know what? If I die here, that's fine. I've lived a while. I'm full adult. I don't care if I die now. Honestly, I don't care if I die. I should stop caring if I die. In fact... Oh. Hey. Friend. Oh! I have space eggs! How dare you! The son of a bitch. I can't believe you would give me the poop. I can't believe you would shit on me, Rampy. I do like his little... I like his little tree. I like his little tree trunk. I got a little scar. That's such a fun thing. I love actually all the little details this game has. Like I have scarring from that one fight I had that I survived. That's so cool. Here's a Dinokairos. Just have to be ready to run as soon as trouble appears. Ah, there's also potatoes. Oh, that's a really big potato, actually. What is happening? Oh my god, that's a hell of a brawl. We've got a Spinosaurus, the Tyrannosaurus, and then two... Giganotosaurus? Something like that. You know, maybe I'll just be a Styracosaurus the whole time. Maybe I'll switch. We'll see. You know, if I make it an hour, I think I switch. If I make it an hour as a dinosaur, I switch dinosaurs. Because you know what? The fact that I made it an hour is a fucking feat. There is a raptor pack, though, but I don't know if it's full. There is a raptor pack, and I do like being a raptor. At least go say hi. At least go say hi. Hello. I'm just curious. We got a hippo and a Dinokairos. I need flowers. You know? You know? As far as it's been going so far, this has been like one of the better runs that I've had. I fought off that one Capro. Did a pretty good job fighting him off. He had the advantage, too. He could have gotten away pretty easily. If he would have gotten to the water, I wouldn't have been able to chase him off. Boy, this is risky. Oh boy. I know that raptor pack was near. Oh, he's stopped moving. There's another raptor. What is that? No. Oh, that's a little It's one of the Dimetrodons. Uh-oh. 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 Go by? You actually go by? I'd be surprised. Oh boy. I really need at least some water. I'll try to get some water, but... Yee! Yee! I'm in danger. I did make it over an hour, though, so might just switch. You know what? We'll go ahead and switch. We'll go ahead and switch for now. And I'm going to switch to a carnivore, because I really feel it. Feeling good. Feeling good. It's weird that this mixes it up every goddamn time. Did see a Utah Raptor. Do I feel Utah Raptor, or do we feel Deinonychus? There is a Raptor pack. I'm going to see if the Raptor pack has space. Why not? I love Raptor pack. Otherwise, I mean, I like being a Raptor in general. Being a Raptor is fun. Saw them go this way. Oh. No? Any space? Any space? Any space? Oh my... What the... What the fuck? The hell? How? What the fuck? Oh my... What the fuck? Oh. What is this? What is this? What the hell is this? Holy shit! Maybe it's just a nest, but I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen anything like this. What? 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 Why do I stinky? How am I stinky? Oops. No, wait. That was... Yeah, no, that was a while ago. Well, darn. I really wanted to join that raptor pack, but they might be full at the moment. Still! This is impressive. I think this must be a decorated I mean, it's clearly a nest, but I also am just like, holy shit! Holy shit, I've never seen that before! Impressive nest! It's an impressive nest! Well, if that's the case, I will go ahead and switch to Allosaurus, because, wow! Just wow! Just wasn't expecting to see all that. I wasn't expecting to see all that. Oh. Excuse me? Die. What was it talking about? Hold on. Okay, so I've got regular bite. I've got regular bite, which is fine. We've got claw attack. We've got meat. We've got hide. We've got legs. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I think stamina is going to be more important anyways. Also, I guess Styracosaurus just has a weird zoom in now. That's odd. That would be neat, actually, if, like, the scope in which a dinosaur can see is, like, actually different based on if they're, like, a carnivore or an herbivore, because herbivores don't always need the best eyesight. They actually don't, compared to a carnivore. If anything, carnivores need better eyesight, usually. I don't know what update it's talking about as far as Allosaurus is concerned, and it doesn't matter anyways, because I don't use the hatchet bite. I think it's neat, but as a singular attack, it's kind of bad. If I could have both attacks, it'd be fine, but having the hatchet bite is pretty bad if you're by yourself, at least. Which is a shame. It's a fun idea. I like the idea of being a bleed build. Being a bleed build kind of fits me better, but I do need raw damage if I'm playing solo. That's just a fact. Besides, the claws cause bleed anyways, so that would... Again, bleed is only useful if I am trying... In two cases, in which I'm trying to punch up, or if I have help. That's gonna kill me. That's gonna murder me. That raptor nest... was it was good. That was a cool raptor nest. I was like, oh, how? I do like that environment design actually quite a bit. So I don't think those are individual trophies. They were way too neatly placed. Their environment they are decorative trophies, but still I was like, oh my god. I still don't know. I don't know how the nest decorations work per se. I don't know how they work per se, but if that's every single one, that's still pretty impressive and scary. Just a big old bone pile. Man, those raptors are pretty big. I don't know. I don't know what they're called either. They're a very weird. They're a weird raptor. They're a venator I've never heard of before. Should probably look them up. Also, this is topical playing as Allosaurus. I do have the Dinosaur National Monument open up, which has... So the thing about the Dinosaur National Monument that is really cool is it's just a really, really, really fossil-rich, fossil-dense find. And the big thing to remember about it is things like the Dinosaur Park formation, you could do biostratigraphy because there is a range of time in which the Dinosaur Park formation actually encompasses, whereas Dinosaur National Monument is one time. That is an indication of one event, in fact. And that's what's important to remember about the Dinosaur National Monument compared to things like Dinosaur Park formation, or any formation for that matter, is a formation describes a region of time. It describes a region of time based on its geological structure and the fossil content that it has. That is what a formation really, really does. Whereas things like Dinosaur National Monument are one singular catastrophic event that happened that fossilized all of those animals. That is a big difference. Because formations don't form from one event. They're not fossils from one event. They're actually fossils built up from several million years of rock bed being built up through sediment deposit is typically what a lot of formations are. At least a lot of sedimentary formations, sedimentary rock formations. They're all largely rock beds that were deposited by sedimentary flows of rivers and stuff like that. That's why once you start getting into petrology, I start losing my mind, because those are all things that formed because they came up from the ground. That's all of your metamorphics, that's all of your igneuses. And those processes aren't layered, usually. Metamorphics aren't even truly layered. Metamorphics are layered and then changed. God, I love rocks. God, I love geology. It's fun. It's fun. I like geology a lot. It's one of my favorite topics. Ooh. Oh, I see. That is. Yasoro? I don't know. I don't know what that is. Not too many packs out right now, which I kind of like too. Fridays might be a better time. We'll see. Fridays might just be a better time for me. Doesn't seem to be as aggressive either, which I like. That one poor Capro earlier. I saw something. Oh, I see it again. Might be a Caprasuchus? Might be the Caprasuchus I saw earlier, too. I saw something. I saw something bouncing around over back there. I saw Tigger. I saw him. Mainly, I just want a body down so that way I can just have a body down. Why not? The nice thing about a semi-realism like this is that, like, there actually is the only, like, you don't have to be hungry to hunt. That said, if you have a body down, you can't just continually, like, kill things. You have to wait until the body's disappeared before you can hunt again. That's mainly what it is that if there's a body down, then that just ends PvP for a while, and that gives you a break. It gives you a break. Kind of like that. I saw a Caprasuchus, and I don't know where he went. Heard something maybe that direction, but I don't actually know. I could try going for a water strike. We'll see. I mean, it's a valid strategy. That Capro's biggest mistake was not waiting until I was drinking before he attacked. Can't let my big thumpy feet give my position away. Heard something. Heard something, heard someone. But to kind of go back to talking about the Dinosaur Park formation and the Morrison formation, from which the Dinosaur National Monument was pulled. Allosaurus was one of those said things, like a lot, like several dozen Allosaurus, several dozen. I want to say it's primarily composed of Allosaurus. Camptosaurus? No, not Camptosaurus. Camptosaurus. I was hearing my own footsteps again. Ooh, the water's starting to get poopy. The water's starting to get poopy here. Boy. If I didn't know there was a whole raptor pack somewhere, I would have risked biting his head. But it was I was like, what the fuck am I looking at? I had to just genuinely figure, I knew it was someone, but I didn't know what. This is a little Dilophosaurus. What's up, Brotato? That's fun. The water isn't too bad. The water isn't too bad so far. I could try to go for that Spino, but I don't want to be mean. Hello. Hello! Jesus. Can a Sacro really grab me? I don't trust that a Sacro can't grab me. I don't trust that a Sacro can't grab me. God. Ooh. This is a fun jump scare. Can you grab a full can you grab a sub-adult aloe? Cause if so, whack. I ain't gonna. Ooh, startled me. The shadow startled me. That is whack, though. If they could grab a fucking sub-adult Allosaurus, that is dumb. That's dumb. Looks like we've got an Ankylosaurus, we've got a potato. I can't tell what that guy is. I can't tell what you are. Looks like a oh, he's a Tyrannosaurus. He's bigger. Going for it? Question? Going for it? God damn it, I need to figure out what that is. Hey, friend! Hello. I don't know what he is, actually. I can't tell. He's some kind of... No, he's not a Tyrannosaur. What the fuck is he? He's not Torvosaurus, is he? Yeah, I don't know what he is. I actually don't know what he is. Well, if he's here, we're gonna test something then. I'm gonna test something. I'm gonna switch something up. There we go. Oh, he's Torvosaurus. Nope. Just mainly been Allosaurus, Asuko, Mimus for large theropods. Who is Torvosaurus? Torvosaurus has 3 fingers? Really? I might have to look that up. That might be a transitional then. Because that's the thing, is like, as far as I knew, most Tyrannosaurs, even if they had larger limbs, still only had 2-fingered limbs. I was like, this feels like this feels like some kind of Tyrannosaur, but like something more closely related to Albertosaurus or something. So the fact that I was like on the right track is like, well, dang, I was close. I was close. I just didn't realize I was that close. I mean, I'm following his lead. Yes. You running? Make up your mind, bud. Well, I'm about to bite him, but... Boy, I'm this close to attacking that. Closer. Nice. He didn't really do anything. Can you jump? Ah, fuck. Oops. Oh, this is bad for him. Now you fucked up. Yeah, I don't know why he attacked me. That's kind of on him. Boy, there's a lot of raptors today, though. I want to test this. It's what I want to know. I was testing it. I want to know if it's any good. I feel like it's probably better in a group because it applies much more pressure, but... So much stompy. So much stompy. Really? It's just bad. Okay. Actually, I need to test this too. This I just don't know. Yeah, that's rough. I'll go ahead and change that then, yeah. It's just bad. It's just bad. That's a shame. I like, yeah, fight that caught. Oh, it's low bleed. Wait, low damage and it says high bleed. It's kind of bad. Noted. Hello. Hello. Hello, friends. Interesting. Why the water? This is an interesting thing I've seen sometimes, is seeing someone run into the water like this, and I'm like, I actually don't know what the goal with that is. Well, I'd rather have the bleed than on the claws. There's no point in doubling up on bleed at the moment. Allosaurus really needs an update then, because having a bleed bite is not that helpful. It really is. Ah. Damn. Well, that's good to know that it isn't that easy. Surprised he didn't run away, though. That's a shame. I don't know if there was a reason why he didn't run away, but... oh well. Poor guy. What are you looking at me for? I missed. I missed. Ooh, this is actually really close. Oh, you piece of shit. Then, I'm gonna leave. I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice, but I did fight him off. Goddamn bird. So I do have to keep an eye out for him in case he leaves. He might try to chase me down. I need to disengage hard, and then find a relatively safe spot. Because he has a bit of an advantage there that he can just do that. Frickin' prick. I need to find some place that I can at least maybe hide a little bit. Need to be able to get my health back. That's not bad. I can't guarantee that I lost him, but I certainly feel relatively safer here. Well, GG to that Torvosaurus. I tried. I really tried to cover him on that. I'm a little surprised he didn't run. I think if he would have just, because like that's the thing about Tukos is that they or Sacros. I don't know how tanky they are, but they're not the fastest. You could just get out of the way of them unless they really hurt that bad. I don't know. I was not expecting him to win that. Especially him just tanking me. I was like, oh fuck. But at least I fended off that bird. At least I fended off that bird. Bad bird. Bad bird. I must have almost had him too if you had to run that badly. I fucked him up. I fucked him up pretty bad. Good fight. It was a good fight. This is the thing I actually kind of like about Allosaurus. Allosaurus is a little bit of a bruiser. He can kind of trade hits. He's about making sure that every hit counts, but every time you get a hit, you're winning, even if you take some damage. Unless they have that much, unless they outdamage you that badly, like Allosaurus is all about wearing somebody down, at least from my experience. And he's just simple. He's just simple. He's got good stamina. I don't know what that is. It might be an herbivore of some kind? Oh god, the creature. The creature crawls inside of his nest. Well, I'm glad I switched that. I'm glad I tested that too, because that's the thing, is like, I feel like that attack would... I know a lot of bleed needs to build up. That's the big thing, is it's twice the bleed. You're bleeding with your claws and your mouth, but it would be twice the bleed up overall. It'd be a lot more pressure, but it attacks too slow. It attacks too slow, and it attacks too infrequently. You might as well just have a regular bite. It's faster and more reliable. Like that. I would have died there if I still had the hatchet bite, because then you could just seriously outdamage me. There he is. I see him. Oh, he wants his agua. I see him. This fucking lizard, he cracks me up. He's such a weirdo. I love this dumb lizard. His name is Nochi, and he's a New Caledonian giant gecko, and he's a fucking weirdo. I still want to know what's making noise over there. Oh. There's a bird. Bird looking for me? Is that the bird? No, that's a different bird. Something is coming this way, and it's making me nervous. I don't think it's a theropod, but I also don't think it's an... Oh no, it's a Styracosaurus. Group of Styracosaurus. They don't know I'm here. Oh no, don't be hunting them. I want to hunt them. No! I'm still healing though. I want to go for them. No! Bad Hatsa. Oh, yep. I hear something fighting over there. Well, at least watch him fight for a second. I need to heal anyways. God, I really want to... That's... You son of a bitch. But I can't tell if he's disengaged or not. Seems that way. Oh, come closer. Oh, come this way, please. Oh, come closer. I don't know how many Styrac... I think it's just 2. I think it's just a pair of Styracosaurus. Or... Go for it. Go for it now. Gonna go for it. Keep on him. He keeps sprinting around, so that could be an advantage for me. I think I could take on 2 Styracosaurus, but I'd have to be very careful, and I'd really have to focus on one of them. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? There is... Spinosaurus, and I think that... Triceratops, that Tyrannosaurus. I don't know why I said Triceratops there. Crossing here is always a little bit dangerous. Hope I hear him. Hear him. That's the potato. The Dilophosaurus. Some Utah raptor. And it's aggressive right now. I'm gonna try to get some water and then see if I can do one more hunt. That'll probably be it for me. Unless... I wish I knew where those Styracosaurus went. Got it, asshole. You know, real prickus. I know a relatively safer spot. I'm gonna drink, I need to get on up here. I believe this is a safe spot. Yes, there we go. Get me up here, Sacro. You sack of shit. Sacro, more like sack of shit, am I right? I don't know if it's actually a sack. It's either, I think it's a Deinosuchus. His head is too wide. I think it's a Deinosuchus. Of course it's the Deinosuchus. It's always the goddamn Deinosuchus. Wish I hadn't lost those goddamn Styracosaurus, though. I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it. It's good to know that this is a safe place, though. This is a safe spot, relatively speaking, to be able to get water, as far as, like, at least of what I'm doing right now. It's fairly safe. Jesus. Oh, I see. God damn, he's being a real prick. That's why my friend couldn't run away. That's fair enough. I didn't realize. So that's good to know. I didn't know Sacro could do that. Or Sacro, Dino, I didn't know they had the ability to do that. Now I do. Therizinosaurus is a bit rough. Then again, they wouldn't have the buff. It would be 2v1. Not that. Wait, hold on. I think it. What are you doing? What? Let's go for it. Oh boy. Got him. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Gotcha! Nice! Hell yeah! Oops. That was close. That was close. Well, damn, that's a good note to end on. I feel good about that. We'll be ending here soon. That makes me, you know what? One, I needed to change it up, and two, that was fun. That was fun. That was a ton of fun. I had so much fun doing that. I'm sorry for the start. You know, it was close. This is what I like about this game, is like, if it could have gone either way. If they would have caught me, then fair enough. It would have been fair game. But flip side, I had to do what I had to do to be able to secure the kill. That's what matters. That was so fun! I love this weird game. I love this weird game. Oh boy. Oh, the body. Oh no, there's plenty of body left. Well, damn. Yeah, that was close, but that was a lot of fun. I was not expecting that ambush to work so well. That ambush worked perfectly. Shouldn't have been so green, my guy. Made you really easy to single out. Ain't that just... And there's natural selection in the working. That's exactly it. It's unfortunate, but that is kind of how it works. And that's the thing. I want to make this a point. I want to make this a point. Would have gone the other way. If I would have died, that's natural selection too. It goes both ways. It actually does swing both ways. Like, it's not personal. It's just a hunger. Well, damn. I feel pretty good about that. I feel really good about that. The fact that I won that, yeah, I feel good about that. I'm gonna have to, and I feel like usually you usually have to fight other carnivores. That's like I had my first herbivore kill as an herbivore, and my first herbivore kill as a carnivore today, actually, I feel like. And solo. That felt really satisfying to do that solo. That was a fun challenge. I'm actually gonna check. Is there any colors that I want to change to? I have 4K. Probably not yet. Oh no, I'm using the one that I want, I think. Yeah, I'm using the one that I want. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I just wanted to sit up. I kind of want to watch the Therizinosaurus fight, but... Potato! Wait, what's happening here? What is the Therizinosaurus fucking doing, is what I want to know. Looks like... I don't know what that is. This maybe a subadult Tyrannosaurus? I don't know what that is. I think it's a subadult Tyrann... Or it's just an adult... Yeah, I think it's a subadult. Oh, that's neat, actually. That said, it means I'm in danger here soon. So I might as well focus on healing now. If I'm not gonna get the food, I might as well focus on healing. That was a good fight. That's it. That, honestly, like, I'm happy. I lived as a Styracosaurus. I didn't die. I got a kill, even. And then I lived as a, He's like, what? Not hungry. You just startled me as much as I startled you. That was fun, though. That was fun. I liked that. Turns out Allosaurus is probably one of my mains, but you know what? Allosaurus is not the most complicated dinosaur, and it doesn't have to be, and when they make it more complicated, I think I'll like that. They certainly need to buff or change Hatchet Bite, though. Or change his playstyle, because I don't mind the idea of him being bleed-focused, but it just didn't seem worth it. Genuinely. Well, I think I'm gonna call it here. I think I'm gonna call it here. That's a good note to end on. God, I love dinosaurs. God, I love dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are great. I love them. Glad. I'm glad. I'm glad. Dinosaurs are fun and cool. I appreciate them. Well, that was honestly a pretty good afternoon. So, I really enjoyed that. I think that went well. Certainly the best that Path of Titans has gone recently. Like, I think I also like it being only about 2 hours. I think that's about how much I can play before I get weirdly tired. So the fact that I have... Why does it say they're sub-adult? That doesn't make sense. They should be adult-adult. Why did you not... Wait, hold on. Oh. Oh. Well, that's good to know, then. I'll make sure to bed log more carefully. I thought that was fine, but I guess not. Maybe not. I guess somebody probably just walked up and ate my fucking Styracosaurus. I didn't know that was a thing. I mean, it makes sense. I always wondered about that. I was like, it says, are you sure to log out? And then it gives you a timer. I'm guessing you technically do not disappear until that timer is out. So somebody caught me in that time, and that's fine. I should have been in a safer spot. I really did. I thought that's what that timer was, but I was like, yeah, maybe it's fine. I was like, why am I sub-adult? Yeah, that's why I'm sub-adult. Well, if somebody wants to kill my Allosaurus, that's fine too. That's not the biggest thing in the world. It's not that... being a sub-adult is not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not that big of a deal. Well, I'm going to go ahead and start closing things down. But I appreciate everybody for coming and hanging out. I hope you had a good time and you enjoyed the show. We're going to do one more thing before we go. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to make a prompt. If you want to participate, all you got to do is type in chat. Whatever chat says, I'll use as a reference. And then I have to draw it in Paint. And then I'll share it before we raid out. So, let's see. Goring Capro with my Bush Ceratopsid. Alright, I'm going to open up my stuff, and then if nobody else says anything, I'll draw that. I mean, it makes sense, and that's why I'm like, I'm not messed up about it, because, that's part of it. It's part of it. I'm really proud that I actually caught one of those Styracosaurs, though. Like, that was getting pretty close. That was dangerous. Like, I felt like that went pretty well, and I did it at just the right time too. I think I caught them off guard. I don't think they were expecting it, so I did good. I'm getting better at the hunting, and I'm getting better at the game. Some days are good, some days are bad, but at least in comparison, I have to remember at least this, I can just have downtime. Sometimes you're food, sometimes you're not. It happens. It's whatever. Such is the natural way of thing. Such is the natural way of thing. All right, we'll go ahead and I'm going to start my countdown. I know exactly. It's exactly correct. Boy, that poor Capro earlier, he tried. He sure did try, as did that Dino several times. Better luck next time, guys. I'm gonna push. It's a stealth. It's a stealth ceratopsid. The stealthiest ceratopsid of them all. Me. Alright, stick around to the very end, everybody, if you want to see that picture. I also do a bit of a closing bit at the end of every stream, so that way... I also do a bit of a closing bit, and we raid after every stream, so that way the Daywalkers in our chat can keep watching. Just everybody else out there, make sure to go lock your doors and windows, because it is almost... Wait, hold on. It is almost dinner time for Daywalkers. Thank you for joining, everybody. Hope you had a good time and you enjoyed the show. If you're able to join the live show, thank you for stopping by, chatting, and watching. If you're watching this in the future, thank you for taking the time to going back and rewatching the VOD. We appreciate it. If you're out there and you enjoyed this and you want to see more of what we're up to, I recommend scrolling down below and following, or clicking any of the links. There's a link to all of the socials and the Discord. We post when we go live on any one of those platforms, as well as anything else that we're up to, and just generally come hang out with the rest of the community there. It's a good time on the Discord. Speaking of which, a shout out to our community out there and everyone who follows. You guys are a wonderful audience. We appreciate you. If we do anything particularly entertaining or noteworthy, feel free to clip it and share it on the internet. Just make sure to also hashtag with MCCanary or link it back to the stream so people can find more of the good stuff we do here. And if you want to see the stream grow, you gotta let people know. I appreciate the people who've been talking about the stream, and I encourage you guys to do it more. It does help us out, and it's just super rad that you guys have been willing to do that. So go tell people about the stream. Go tell your friends about the stream. I won't. As always, a huge thank you to all of our supporters on Patreon, Ko-fi, and Twitch. Your generosity allows us to continue to expand the stream as well as take on more projects. And the stream would not be made possible without viewers like you, so we thank you. If you want to see your name added to this list, as well as a couple other benefits you get, you could always subscribe directly on Twitch, or check out the Patreon and Ko-fi here. It'll show you everything that you can get, and any amount is always appreciated. Once again, thank you, if I spell it right. How did that second exclamation point get in there? I think you're doing a wonderful job holding back the robot army to prevent becoming famous. And thank you everybody for coming and hanging out. I had a good time. I had a good time being a dinosaur. I had a good time talking as a dinosaur. And I just did feel like I did well as a dinosaur. I had a good day as a dinosaur. Not every day is a good day for being a dinosaur, but I think today was a pretty good day for being a dinosaur. Good time. It was a good time. Well, I'll get you through housekeeping to get you on your way. Check out the rest of our friends in Goblin Entertainment. Here, that link tree has links to everyone's channels and everything that they've done and they've been up to, and the rest of my stuff here, which has everything that I post to. So go check everybody out in Goblin Entertainment. Stick around. We'll head to somebody. We'll head to someone. We'll go to someone. We'll go to someone. Let's go say hi to some... Let's go say hi to Moss. Let's say hi to Moss. I haven't seen Moss in a while. He's playing Final Fantasy VI. He's playing Final Fantasy VI. I can count. It's hard, but I can do it. So stick around for that. He's a good guy. Otherwise, have a good afternoon. Take it easy. And remember, the only way to not die is to not die harder than the people that are trying to die you. That's how you don't die. That's how you don't not die. I'm proud of me. I lived way more than I thought I was going to today. I'm gonna do more dinosaurs. And that's Styracosaurus, just know. You did good. You did good. It was a good fight. I was hungry. That poor Torvosaurus. I'm so sorry.